You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's New Year's Eve, Wednesday, the 31st of December. Wrapping up the year today, this is James Spann. It's a cold morning. However, a warming trend will begin this afternoon, and rain returns at the end of the week, Friday night. Question is, what about the weekend? Let's take a look at all the new data that's in early this morning. This is the upper air look around the nation. And again, today it's a high amplitude look. We have a western ridge, eastern trough, and a little feature coming into Southern California. And that's going to foul up things for the Rose Bowl parade, the Tournament of Roses parade tomorrow morning. What about the football game? We'll talk about that in just a second. In fact, let's look at the radar coming out of Southern California. This is a composite. This combines all the radars, and there's a band of light rain beginning to push into Los Angeles this morning. They'll see periods of rain today, tonight, into tomorrow, at least tomorrow morning. And again, more about the game in just a second. But it's cold around here. As expected, most locations are below freezing. And again, these are not lows. These were taken about 4:45 this morning. These numbers will come down a few more degrees. But again, we'll start a warming trend later today with highs getting into the 50s. Check out the watch warning map around the nation. First off, there is a flash flood watch for Los Angeles. Goodness gracious. Rose Bowl a day away, and there's a flash flood watch. Sometimes it happens. It does rain in Southern California. Up north and over the eastern states, a few winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories down into the mountains of West Virginia, up toward Pittsburgh and the lake effect snow bands. We've got a risk of thunderstorms today over parts of Southern California. And looky here. Tomorrow we actually have a marginal risk of severe storms, and this includes Los Angeles on New Year's Day, of all days. You don't see those marginal risks that often in that part of the world. In fact, let's look at the high-resolution modeling. Now, this is coming off the HRRR, and the time you see here, that's in Central Time. That's 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, so this is 8 o'clock Pacific Time. And at that point, the rain should be relatively widespread. Pasadena is just northeast of Los Angeles. You can see there on the map. So in the morning, it looks like a soaking rain. There could be some thunder and lightning and maybe even a few strong storms. How about that? And again, so for the Tournament of Roses parade, it just looks really wet. We've got some Alabama bands marching. I know Homewood High School's in that band or in the parade. So just a messy morning. But however, on the positive side, this is at kickoff tomorrow afternoon. It's 3 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Pacific. The bulk of the really widespread rain has moved on to the east. And so we're just going to mention a big soaking rain tomorrow morning and then only spotty showers during the game. It looks like a decent chunk of the game should be rain-free with temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. But certainly a messy morning for sure in Southern California. And then on day 3, which is Friday, all of a sudden we've got some light green here. That means there could be some thunder. Nothing severe, but some folks may be hearing a rumble of thunder Friday afternoon and Friday night with that wave coming in here. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. For Alabama, the northern two-thirds of the state, we'll see rain amounts of 1/2 to 1 inch, under 1/2 inch for the southern counties. And again, this will be with the rain we see Friday night into part of the day Saturday. And here in the next couple of hours, we'll get this product updated. They'll be releasing it this morning, Wednesday morning. But obviously, we need some rain here. So, model fans, let's go. European, 3 o'clock today. OZ run, again, Western Ridge, Eastern Trough. You can see that feature that's in the Pacific approaching Los Angeles. But for us, after a cold morning, a pretty good warm-up today. Most spots will be in the 50s this afternoon. Tomorrow, starting off a new year, a sunny sky. Colder pockets will be close to freezing, but the high tomorrow should be in the upper 50s and low 60s. It'll be a sunny New Year's Day. And then Friday, that little short wave comes in here, and it will bring in a few showers during the day. We'll start the chance of rain during the day Friday. And the rain should be relatively widespread Friday night over the northern two-thirds of the state. And again, there might be a rumble of thunder, but severe storms, no. And then Saturday, the better chance of rain shifting into South Alabama. This is Saturday afternoon. Places like Montgomery, Mobile, Dothan, Greenville, Andalusia, Atmore. So Friday through Saturday, we'll have that rain to deal with. And again, rain amounts about a half inch for most locations. A few spots could see a bit more than that. And temperatures should be pretty pleasant. Most spots will be in the 60s on Saturday. This is Sunday. Should be a beautiful day. Sunday morning, we'll start the day in the upper 30s and low 40s. The high Sunday afternoon, 50s for the northern counties, 60s for the southern counties of the state. But sunshine in full supply. Monday looks great, sunny with 60s. In fact, all of next week looks pretty mild. This is Tuesday, sunny, highs in the 60s. A week from today, Wednesday, the 7th of January, zonal flow. Little clipper will be skirting by. That might bring a few sprinkles to the northern counties of the state, but nothing meaningful most likely. Let's go at 10 days. This is Friday, the 9th of January. And again, we've got a ridge over the east, a trough over the northern Rockies. And that still looks dry. So really much of next week looking dry with highs in the 60s. Very pleasant. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days. And again, we're looking at the green line here. The mean, it's between 2 and 3 inches. And we do note there's a big spread here. You got some ensemble members that are up there in the 6, 7, 8-inch range. And those are outliers, and you throw those out. But that's a sign that there's some uncertainty in the longer range out there in the 10 to 15-day period. But check out the numbers. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. We've got 50s through Friday. Saturday, low 60s. Then we'll drop about 5 degrees on Sunday. But again, next week looks nice. Most all of Alabama with highs in the 60s and lows mostly in the 40s, which is about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. And the latest long-range guidance, January 7th through January 13th. Temperatures a little above average here. Looking for snow? Well, look somewhere else. This is the OZ run of the European Global Ensemble, the AI version. And this runs out through mid-January, the 15th. And again, you can see the chance of snow here is 0. 1 inch or greater. Let me rephrase that. 1 inch or greater, basically measurable snow. No. But again, for the snow fans, winter has a long way to go. We're just getting started. How about that sunset last night? It's coming from a section overlooking the Tennessee River. I always love the view there up on the ridge. How about the Gulf Coast last night? That's a case of severe clear. And man, they had some mid-level clouds in central Florida last night. This was taken down at Epcot. And the sky was on fire around Orlando. Incredible scenes there. And last night, another 22-degree moon halo because of cirrus clouds and also a jet condensation trail in there. And, you know, the old wives' tale is that, well, it's going to rain the next day. It doesn't always work out that way. And a lot of times it will because with cirrus clouds, those are seen often in advance of an approaching storm system, which means often rain is on the way, but not every time. Again, we're going to be just great today and tomorrow. The next chance of rain here will be on Friday. All right, so that's it for this morning. We'll, of course, have additional notes on the blog. For those that don't know, get the Alabama Weather Network app, and you can read all of our blog posts over there. No school programs this week, obviously. We'll be back on that trail next week. I'll be on, and by the way, I should mention there is no news this evening on ABC 3340 because of football. But, of course, I'll have the regular products on the Alabama Weather Network as always. But every day you can hear me on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 104.7 WZZK. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and God bless.